Welcome back to a corporate time, and I know... And
You've all been waiting for this.
No, well, okay, every year we pick our fantasy football draft order on the show with our good friend Matt Offerman. How you doing, Matt?
Guys, it's great to be here.
Very
I love
good
this
to see
day.
you, man.
Great day every year.
Congratulations. Welcome to Draft Order Day.
And I know that not everybody's into fantasy football, and I also know that this is my... Marvel universe, multiverse. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Because
I thought you were going to say, this is my last resort.
No, fantasy football is just as nerdy as Marvel universe, so I get it.
I
but,
still argue that it's not because it's real, but hey.
I think most of your list, you got to have like 60% fantasy football players listening to your show, right?
No.
More than half?
No,
I think more than half play.
We skew a lot more women-centric now.
We are a lady show.
When did that transition happen?
When did that happen?
During COVID, I got really...
They're better listeners. They don't fight as much.
That's true, actually.
And during COVID, I got really into Etsy, and we started running a Tom and Dan Etsy shop. They are less grabby. I wish they were more grabby. I would like it if women were more grabby. If we went to events and women were grabbing my ding dong, I'd be like, well, we should do more events.
You could do that to me.
Yeah, you can do that to me too. I support that.
Anyway.
Not men, though. No men. Because I'm not into that. But if I were into that, I would say do it.
So, first off, Matt, how you been?
Everything's great, guys. Yeah, it's great to be back in here.
It's very good to see you. You look stronger than ever.
Oh, thank you. I don't know about that.
No, your arm. Look at his arms. I feel like he pumped up before coming in here because you always pump up before he comes in here because you guys have like a bit of a physique off.
Well, I still have to listen for my trainer who used to train Matt how strong and genetically gifted Matt.
Wait, who's training you now?
Michael.
Well, no way. Michael. Tell him I said hey.
He trains me too, but you come up in conversation all the time.
He's like Matt is so genetically he could be a bodybuilder. I'm like I'm right here. Talk about me,
guys. I don't know. I'm 41. I literally just went to the doctor Monday. I have tendonitis in both of my feet. Right here, they are.
They're taking your feet.
I can only work out what is not currently like broken or sore at the gym when I go. Oh
my God,
it's bad.
You got old man feet.
I hit 40. It started going downhill.
I'm 46.
It's tough.
I'm an old dog now. I started getting lumps. Thank God my clothing covers my lumps. I'm lumpy head to toe like an old dog. Gray tumors all over me.
I'm still good. So
we'll find out today.
Yeah, we'll find out today.
Why'd you get on the tee? I'm this close to getting on the tee.
Well, you don't need the tee. You're a young pup. I need the tee because I'm an old gnome.
No. We're all getting on the tee.
Not Sam. No
so
tee
Sam's
for
getting on the E.
You can get on the E.
I don't want to be on the E.
What does it do? Ecstasy? I don't know.
I'll be on that E.
Yeah, Sam's been giving us back rubs while we're on the tee.
So let's talk football real quick.
Sure.
Because our three teams in this room, Daniel is obviously has the worst of it.
Yeah. Rebuild team. It's a rebuild year.
Atlanta
years. I'll say we'll put some S's on there.
Could have the worst record in the league, which
what everybody's saying.
Which is gonna be good for you. Like I was rooting. The Dolphins screwed it up like when they were tanking, and now even worse screwed it up because now they're getting fined for it. But not for that, for the Brady thing. But anyway, we were on the road to having the number one draft pick. We started winning games at the end of the season. The stupid Flores, you stink, you dog, you took Brady from us, you idiot. Anyway, sorry.
Wow.
But Falcons are going to be horrible this year. And Pittsburgh, although they say Tomlin, they're like, Tomlin never goes below 500. I don't know. This may be the year, buddy. But
I
what do you think?
Yeah, no, we have the worst quarterbacks in the league. Well, we actually, Daniel and I were having a fight before. The show debating who has worse quarterbacks, and it's very close. I have to root for Mitchell Trubisky now, which is just unbearable.
I still think he's better than Mariota.
I think they're even. I think Kenny Pickett really is going to suck. I'm so mad they drafted that guy.
I mean,
Kenny Pickett sounds like a novelty name for a chicken that will pick fantasy football, right? Yeah, this is our fantasy football chicken, Kenny Pickett. It sounds like a novelty name.
He's young. He's NFL ready.
If he's NFL ready, why can't he beat out Mitch Trubisky for a job?
Well, Mitch has been playing in the NFL for a while.
He's a veteran.
Yeah. I mean, you guys still have a quality team.
I will say this. This is the only thing I'll say because we have Flores now as our linebacker coach. So I think between Tomlin and Flores and the guys we have on defense, I do think the Steelers are going to have an excellent defense next year. But
with Cincinnati and Baltimore, and now, I mean, if this suspension stays and Deshaun Watson only, he starts playing Game 7, there's going to be
what was
bad
the
for
latest
him.
I heard is there was a bit of pushback from the NFL, and then there was a little bit of pushback from the Players Association, and they'll meet in the middle, right? Is that what we're all assuming is going to happen?
It's all, I don't know.
She made her decision. The NFL said, well, we respect that, but we think that's a little too light. And then the Players Association is going to say, nah. Mm-hmm. You said this is the lady, and she does the thing. And then they'll give him, 8 games?
It seems like
it'll be a little more.
It'll be more than 6. I still feel like just let him sit the year. Everybody wins. Even Deshaun Watson. He's only out $1 million his first contract. Who cares? In fact, he probably didn't even want to play this year because he's good. He gets paid so little.
Has he said anything?
It's actually worse for him.
Has he screwed up and said anything yet? Normally these guys, their attorneys tell them, don't say anything, sit low, and then they normally come out. They're coming out of a Chipotle, and they're like, I want to play.
Yeah, no, They are telling him because it's still ongoing. So they're like, don't say sorry, don't say you regret. Yeah. So he's not apologized for anything. But I would feel, I know.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I was telling my apologizing
wife,
good.
I was like, nobody wants to see this guy on the field this year. No. I mean, they give it a year or whatever. I don't
think they ever. They just don't ever, right?
I do feel bad for Browns fans that because they've just been beaten to a pulp for 40 years. And imagine if they did win a Super Bowl in 2 years and Deshaun Watson won the MVP and he won it on a game-winning touchdown pass. Then what do you do? You're just exuberant.
Well, I think we all know that bad people can do great things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably happy as a Browns fan, but you're also ooh, don't
I feel like the Browns fans deserve this. Yeah. I feel like this is what you get. This is what you get for living in Cleveland.
Yeah.
You chose Cleveland.
You get Freddie Kitchens in this. So let me make the case for the Dolphins this year. Because
Before we pick, quick Dolphins case.
Okay, so I started getting excited driving the other day because I was like, what if? Okay, follow me here. What if?
Wait a minute. You said to me that you do not follow a specific team, and I will fair weather you, sir, if you go, you know what, I think I might follow the Dolphins this year.
No,
I might be into it.
I've always been a Dolphins fan.
Sam, he always says, I don't really follow the Dolphins anymore. I just gamble.
I just care about gambling and money.
There it is.
And I'll bet against them still, even this year. But I'll be excited if they win, right?
I think they're going to be good.
And because I still am a Dolphins fan and have always been, I've just been waiting for them to get an exciting team, The last time I felt any sort of excitement, I remember Jay Cutler, Smoking Jay could do it.
Yeah.
Back with Smoking Jay out. I talked myself into it at the beginning of the year. And I was like, oh, you stink, Smoking Jay.
I taught Maisie to go, don't care.
That's the only thing I like. Anyway, Mike McDaniels, he brings in the San Francisco style.
Nerd coach.
So he brings in the San Francisco run style offense that that San Francisco was doing with Chase Edmonds and Mostert, and uses Waddle and Tyreek Hill as kind of
I keep forgetting you guys have Tyreek Hill.
And
it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep I don't really I don't think I'm in yet.
Yeah.
After this, I think after we pick, I think a lot will settle.
There's a lot of that you're gonna Julio on the Bucks and Devontae on the Raiders. It's gonna be real.
It's crazy.
Gonna take getting used to.
So let's say they run heavy offense and a bunch of weird, interesting run schemes that San Francisco was doing.
Yeah.
And Mike McDaniel was known for, and he uses Tyreek Hill in a bunch of screens and short pass. And that would
be awesome.
And then just use Tua as a game manager and let him not make mistakes. And then every once in a while, you could throw it long. I mean, if Tua has a clean pocket, everybody's like, he could throw the ball long if his pocket's clean. We shored up our offensive line a little bit. We got a new piece in left guard. It could happen.
I like he uses all the catchphrases.
Patriots could.
He's like, he's been dying to say clean pocket. He's been effing dying to say clean pocket.
Belichick, there's no offensive coordinator there. It's weird, the coaching, and, I know the Bills are ridiculous right now, so that's bad for us. But Jets stink. Anyway,
the Bills are already good. What did they?
We make the playoffs.
What did they add?
Oh,
what did the Bills? Who did the Bills add that made it better?
Oh man,
because they were already really good.
They
drafted a running back, I think, didn't they?
I forgot the Bills. God, who did the Bills? Oh, well, first they got Von Miller, right?
That's right.
That's who it was.
To have a better pass.
No, that's
pass
exactly
rush.
who I was.
I mean, they've got a stacked team, and obviously they're favorites to win the Super Bowl, and probably unless someone gets hurt, they're going to continue to be the favorites. Anyway,
let's talk fantasy draft for a second. Let's talk the play of. We've always done a snake draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have we ever thought about changing that at all? Never, right? What's changed in our league this year? I guess I should ask it that way.
So instead of the waiver wire, we're doing the free agent bucks.
Okay, so you get a
free agent acquisition bucks or whatever it's called. The
Fab.
Yeah.
So it's a better way than just who. You can now bid for the player. You have Fab money, and it makes it a little more technical, a little smarter.
If you've never played this, I mean, this might be a dumb question. Is there any best practices to the amount of money, or is that just set based on how stupid you are? Because I don't want to get in there and start bidding on somebody, and I'm like, I paid $1 million to this guy. I got no money left.
Well, that's what you got.
That's a strategy part.
But there's no best practices to that at all? Like, you should start at X or something like that?
Get the biggest value for a little amount of money.
Well, yeah, I understand that. I'm just...
That's really...
Buy low, sell high.
You know what? You take this Fab and stick it in your clean pocket, mother ever.
Business school. That's
Yeah. You get 2, you get 4, you get 4, you get 8.
But it's like the guillotine league that we're gonna do again. Are you gonna be in it again this year? Are you in?
Yeah.
But with that, here's the problem I have when there are rule changes. I'm not gonna be a baby about it, and I wasn't in the guillotine league. But my point with that is that. Let me know what we're supposed to do so I'm not floundering around, because this isn't my job. I don't take it as serious as you do because I live a real life. I'm a real human being. I goddamn got bills and a 7-year-old. I'm not going to be up all night Daniel paid $1,500 for Trubisky. I'm not playing that game.
You get $200 for the season, right? Week 1, let's say Christian McCaffrey's out. His backup is sitting right there. He's going to be the starting running back for 16 games. You gotta strategically decide: do I bid $150 of my $200? Okay. Do I bid $30 and hope I get lucky? It's just all 12 of us are going to be bidding.
And if you run out of money,
then you can't get anybody.
You can't get anybody. So unlike other years where you could trade to fill spots or whatever.
You can still trade.
Oh, you can still trade, and you can still pick up people off of waiver wires and
this
stuff?
is for the waiver wire.
So this is for the waiver.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can still pick people off that are undesirable and give them for cheap.
And get a value
you
out
could probably get someone for $5 if you think other people are not going to be bidding on them. So
gotcha.
There's strategy involved. It makes it a little more interesting because it's not just whoever, the person with the lowest record is going to automatically get the guy that everybody wants. It's it makes it a little more interesting. All right, let's go ahead and pick the draft order.
Let me give this to Sam because I want to hang on.
All right, yeah. So now Eric won last year. I forgot to bring the placard. I got it at my house, so we'll put that.
He did order it. I can confirm that.
Because
I know they'll yell. They'll be like, "It's not there. He didn't do it." No, he did. He did. I promise.
And so
let's start from 12 to 1, and we'll go in reverse.
Stinky McCaffrey. I had the first round draft pick last year. I was so confident.
That's why he brought that up, by the way. It was like a little. He said that just a little insult to you.
I don't even want the first round draft pick.
You notice this guy still got his chops. He still got his radio chops. He's like, I'm going to lay this little McCaffrey in there and make Tom hurt.
Although I'd probably just take Taylor because, and then you'd have to take McCaffrey second. That's the problem.
You don't want to be number 2. Nobody wants to.
Yeah, because then
I'll probably be number 2.
But
whatever the worst thing is, that'll be me.
But let's talk about that because his injuries are flukes. So it's not like I don't
what
buy
do you mean
in
a fluke. It wasn't a fluke last year.
I don't buy the injury prone thing where this guy's injury prone.
Well,
I'm like, what do you mean?
Julio Jones is injury prone.
No. Yeah,
it rhymes too.
Christian McCaffrey's a late 20s running back that's been beat the hell up. I mean, he's got bad legs. I don't know, man.
But he's still. I mean,
I
every
like that
time
you're building the case, and the poker face on this guy is dead on.
when he's healthy and in a game, he's going to score you 27 points every single time.
Every single time.
It's
All
ridiculous.
right, number 12.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
We got a time crunch
Yeah,
here.
your producer's
Sorry.
keeping you
Let's
on schedule here.
Wow, we got a
Number
four-way
12.
folder. Andrew.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. He's already texting and bitching. I can see it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's
Andrew.
not that bad.
No, it's not. It's not. I like being on the ends.
11 is Dustin.
Okay.
Is that
Shout
stand
out,
for 3, Dustin?
Shout out to Dustin.
No.
Different Dustin.
Yeah. This league has been going on how many years?
I think this is 15 or 16
15,
years.
Yeah.
Number 10, Murdoch.
All right.
Oh, Murdoch.
Started in the Monsters break room about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
Darren.
Okay.
Oh, buddy. I'm going to be in the middle. I hate being in the middle.
Number 8, Tom.
No.
Okay.
What do you think of number 8?
Nah.
Oh, man.
Daniel, you're going to get 2. I just
Number
know
7,
it.
Dan.
Oh.
Right,
Right,
right
you ride him
beside
to
her.
hell. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
him to
Tom,
hell.
follow you to hell, buddy. Tom and Dan.
Number 6 is Susie.
Okay.
6 is Susie. I don't like being next to Susie. She's
No,
too good.
no, that's a bad
But
spot.
maybe being next to Susie, some of her knowledge will rub off on me.
5 is Eric.
So good.
All right. Matt
Getting
sells.
down to
Yeah.
the number 4.
I feel like hold on a second. He handed the bucket to Sam.
That's true, but I shook it around a lot.
Yeah.
Number
you
4
did-
is Winston.
You did.
Okay.
If Matt gets it again, didn't you get it last year?
I've never once in
I thought
15
you got
years had the
first
number 1
last year.
pick. No.
No, I did.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right. I knew.
Number 3 is Chris.
Oh my God,
man,
I
you
could
got
get
top
it.
2.
Okay, you might get
It's
number
me and
2.
SBK.
You might get. Oh,
wow.
I hope SBK
Well, this is
gets it.
interesting.
Please get number 1, SBK. Please.
Number 2 is Kevin.
Wow! You got it, dude. Wow, that's never
Last
happened.
one.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I can't wait to see how everybody.
Matt
Yeah,
is number
Congratulations,
1.
Kevin is melting right now.
Oh,
he's
man.
in.
I don't even want to be in your shoes though, because it's who do you take? Because
Jonathan Taylor, it's done.
Yeah.
That's it.
with Mayfield. What if McCaffrey stays healthy the whole year with Mayfield? Like,
Oh, you're not going to talk me into McCaffrey.
dude, he's
No way.
ridiculous.
No way.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. Matt Ryan is gonna throw it.
Yeah, he is.
So
He's got something to prove.
He's got, it actually devalued. I feel like Carson Wentz and Taylor was more valuable with Wentz than Ryan. I was just saying.
Tell me more.
Because
I like saying that.
Ryan's got a better arm.
So who do we all think? Let's
Pittman?
go here for a little off of fantasy. Are there any teams right now that you guys think? I mean, we're not pundits. We don't, we know what we know. But who would you like to see win this year?
Oh.
Man, well, the Bills have such a good roster, and Allen's so good that if they won, I wouldn't be surprised. And
they've never won anything, and they're fans,
Kinda
and they have
feels
really
like-
good fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Andrea mentioned that to me, I guess last week. There was there's an article every week about the Bills Mafia and whatever they're doing good for kids. You know, like there's always something where it's like Bills Mafia built a hospital, and I'm like, let's give them at least one, right?
Them or I wouldn't hate it if the Chargers won. I got a couple Charger fan friends that have been pretty tortured too.
Yeah.
Like they've had a good team for so long, and they never even make the Super Bowl or even close.
Their roster is stacked too.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm excited about this year.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited about fantasy football coming back.
Congrats on number 8, buddy. Congrats on number 1.
Thank you. 15 years coming. I know.
My lucky number is 7.
You guys
so I'm
have
gonna
to
go on that.
I'll
back
take
up
that
if this
check
wasn't
later,
rigged.
Matt.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa.
Nice job.
I'm gonna trade with Andrew right now as soon as we get off the air.
He's already on his phone texting people.
This is actually the worst scenario in my planning. It was 8. I was like anything
Bottom
but
of the
8.
page it said anything but 8. Yeah.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey there, it is a corporate time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Go to tomanddan.com for all of our content. You can even sign up to be a BDM member, which gets you more content and private parties, like the beach party that we are planning.
Yeah.
For an undisclosed BDM-only location that you can come and hang out, and it's going to be awesome. I am so looking forward to the beach party. I do have some anxiety about it.
What?
Well, just because we haven't done one in a minute.
Okay.
It has been a while.
I want it to be good, like I'm excited about it.
It'll be good. We got some live music. We got some giveaways. We got pictures. We're working on the sand sculptor.
Yes, we really are working on a sand sculptor.
I was talking to Tiffany the other day. She lives back in town, so she's going to come out to the beach party. I was telling her
with her family.
Oh yeah, I was telling because
her husband's gonna be there, guys. Watch out.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. Well, her kids too. I think she's gonna bring her kiddos.
I don't think
there.
you should bring your children to this event.
Fine.
I'm bringing my kids.
Yeah, I'm bringing my kids too. Maisie's working a margarita tent.
Because I looked at it like the venue that it's at is fine.
I mean, is it kid friendly? I mean, I guess as long as you're not barfing on kids or
That's what happens at the beach party. People barf and pass out in the sand.
Well, everybody's gonna be partying on.
And this time, bigger and better because it's open, baby. Everybody's been trying to party. I went to Cafe Da Vinci. I know what goes down.
Yeah, well, that's at night in a bar.
Okay.
Like
I know our BDMs.
on the beach. Well, my kids are not going to be hanging out with Tully. Like you
don't know that.
They're going to be.
Tully likes the kids.
They're going to be at the beach and around, and they'll be in the area. Yeah. But it's not like they're licking Mike B's nose ring. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So
although I got a 50 on it if one of them want to try. But anyway, TomandDan.com. Check out our merchandise. Lots of like really cool merchandise on there, including the Tom and Dan racing hat. That $10 off that hat right now. It is a fully custom hat, head to toe. It's only $20. It is also waterproof. It's like a water wicking kind of a light material. Really cool hat.
Yeah. So let's do some voicemail. I know later on in the show we're gonna finally do a challenge that we said we were going to do, and I'm going to see if I could run 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Daniel said that he could set his Tesla at exactly 15, and we've picked out a road, and all I have to do is run
what could go wrong?
at the same pace.
You're just going to get sweaty. Did you bring a tank top?
What if the autopilot runs Tom over?
No.
Can we sue Tesla?
You know what? It won't lock in at that low of a speed. I have to control it.
Well, I could get out of the way of a car. Like I'm running next to it. It's like
we'll see.
I mean,
you're stiff. I don't know how fast you can juke.
According to you can do anything. So
right.
I'm confident. I feel good.
Yeah. This
the funny thing is that I think this is why our relationship works. Is that when people ask you the things that you can do everything. And when people ask me the things that I can do, I say nothing. I say I can't do anything.
All
yang.
And then that's why it works. Let's try this one right here.
Hey, Tom and Dan. I'm listening to the last Tom and Dan show, 681. I can't believe we're still talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. The thing that's been apparent to me over the past several months, whenever it happened, the slap heard around the world, is that it was a complete...
I want to pause for just 1 second and also point out that apology died fast. So fast.
Yeah.
When he did the apology video, right?
Yeah.
And we all watched it, and everybody collectively said, nah, dog, and that's it. Right? That's what it felt like.
I really do think it's a testament to the public, and people just want other people to be genuine.
Just be genuine, yeah. Be honest.
And they'll accept your flaws, and they'll accept your mistakes as long as you're genuine.
Yeah.
And
don't lie to them.
And when you come off as being disingenuous and also not the person we thought you were, I don't think there's recovering from that.
No.
Because now you're like, well,
You've
now...
been saying that for a minute.
From this day forward, I don't believe anything you say. Because you always projected yourself as A, and then we see this B here, and then you say, no, I'm the A, like I said I was. And I'm like, no, you did the B. Like, I don't really believe you now.
I agree.
So, I think that's it. And
this guy, he continues.
The thing that's been apparent to me over the past several months, whenever it happened, the slap heard around the world, is that it was a complete bitch move on Will Smith's part, because he did it to Chris Rock because he knew he could get away with slapping Chris Rock. He would not have done that if it was another comedian like Joe Rogan or Brendan Schaub. He definitely would not have done it to Chappelle. He did it to Rock because he knew he could get away with it, and that is a bitch move.
Is he saying that because, like,
I think
Chris
he leaves
Rock...
his phone on for a while.
Oh, okay.
Not as bulky?
Is like not as big as of a dude. Like Chris Rock is pretty slight guy, right?
I don't know.
What does he weigh, you think? 160?
He looks like he weighs about 175 pounds, and he's like 6'1". right?
Is he 6'1"?
I don't know. He looks like 6 foot.
He's pretty ripped, dude. I just Googled Chris Rock shirtless. He's got abs.
I mean, he's lean.
Well,
he's like a lean dude.
Oh, that just means he has no fat on him.
Well, but he's not overweight. I mean, he looks as capable or but not as Will Smith's got some
mass
beef.
too.
Yeah. I mean, when he did Ali, like Will Smith is a big dude.
Yeah. But anyway, I do agree with he probably wouldn't slap certain other people.
He's 5'10", 168.
Oh, we almost got it. 5'10". I thought he looks taller than that because of his lack of girth.
So he's my size and weighs
shoe size 11.
Big
rock.
Like I guess only 6 or 7 pounds lighter than me. So he's not that small. You know?
No, now he's not that small. Because he's compared to you. Okay.
He looks small to me. Well, next,
I like it.
Will Smith.
The irony of anybody calling him small. Like I sit here and I'm like, yeah, he's small. All right. I'm over here sipping my tea like Kermit the Frog meme. Let's try this one right here.
Hey guys, Hilton Head BDM here. I was just listening to the Friday Free Show where on Zoom is Trash, where Tom was talking about do people go places alone, and you all three of you at the same time were like, well, yeah, because you're a codependent baby, and he just moved on, powered through like it wasn't a thing, like you guys were just messing with him. But I wanted to grab that word sandwich out of the air and make sure I mushed it into Tom's face. Like that is a real thing. You are
get out of here.
So traumatized.
Uh-oh. Hurricane.
What is happening?
That's right, sir. I do all the business stuff.
I like that this guy
people do things alone.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, man. It's great. It's great. It's what adults do. They get away.
Well, most of your phone call got screwed up because of your...
He said you have to basically have everyone do stuff for you. Like Dan has to find you a place to get a nice haircut. I do all the business things, which I agree with him.
Yeah.
I mean, some would say he's a genius for making us do stuff for him.
Mass manipulator.
Yeah, I mean, he's the grand conductor over here.
He's the goddamn cult leader. We didn't know this whole time.
He's a typical radio host. He's the grand conductor over here. All he does is surround himself with talented people, then wave his hands and collect
I'm going
the
to get you a train
checks.
conductor hat.
Well, Liz,
I have a train conductor hat that Dan Stone gave me. I'll bring it in, but he'll never wear it.
If you're in a wheelchair, you need someone to
push you around.
Lower you into the pool. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, they have those things.
It's not my
now.
fault. I know, but you still need that.
Let's talk about those things.
I need that thing.
Can we get rid of
business?
Can we get rid of? This is gonna sound insensitive, but I'm gonna. There's a method to this. Can we get rid of the handicap pool lowering systems that are at pools? And here's why I say get rid of them. No one uses them.
I've never seen anyone use them.
Yeah, no one uses them. They're unnecessary. The only reason they're there is so people can say, look, we are okay with them being here. But nobody uses them.
They force them to put every
but nobody
hotel,
uses it.
No, I know. Yeah.
Nobody has ever used it.
Oh, I'm sure if you talk to the hotel owner, he has something to say about it.
This thing costs $100,000.
Off the record, I'm sure he'll tell you how
no one uses
ridiculous
it. You just got to get rid of it. In fact, just make every pool so you can wheel right into it.
Could you, follow me here, you know how certain convenience stores just have the bubble with the black lens on it, like there's a video camera in there?
I love that.
Yes.
But it's just it'll have like a red...
upside down trash can.
Like a red light.
My high school had those.
Yeah. There's fake video cameras. So people see them and are like, oh, I'm being videotaped, but there's nothing real. What if you had fake...
Oh, EJ, of course, EJ says my dad used it all the time. Okay, sure.
Well, EJ does that. Yeah.
You know, he loves to do that. The only difference between you and Ross arguing is like a foot tall. Like
Pixar, it didn't happen, EJ.
Yeah.
They call that S-ing on everybody's point.
Yeah.
EJ loves it.
Yeah. He loves it.
Anyway, could you have a fake lowering system just there, where it doesn't do anything?
Why have that?
Well, just so
why have the real one?
if no one ever uses it, could you have the fake one?
But if you're gonna have the fake one, you might as well have the real one, unless it's cheaper.
Well, yeah, way cheaper. The real one has like hydraulics. Have you ever seen it?
Like
no one. I've stared at it and I've been like, man, this thing has to be expensive.
At the Four Seasons, I got so drunk I took the cover off of it because I thought it was a basketball hoop.
It's wired, so some electrician had to run wiring to it. Like it's hardwired in there. So
what, you got to go get a guy from the front desk to run it, and he's got to sit in there and put a hard hat on. He's got a helmet on. He's got, hold on, I got to get the OSHA. This guy's got to be OSHA trained. He's sitting in the thing, a bucket truck. He's lowering. I'm telling you, this doesn't happen, and EJ's a liar.
You know, it's a good job. Imagine the person that maintains those things. You just go to hotel to hotel.
You blow the dust off of it and move on.
And I'm sure because it has to be maintained just like anything. So you go to hotel. No one ever uses it.
No one uses it.
And then you change the hydraulic fluid.
We should ask Jana, right? Has she ever used one?
No, I'm going to tell you
Jana
right
has
now.
a water ski. She just jump in the pool.
Yeah, people that really swim in wheelchairs, they just go into the water. I don't think they wait to get the guy the hard hat to lower them in. That's just not a thing, man.
I made Sam laugh.
But she had to hide because the camera's on. She's like, I can't look this bad. Oh my God.
Jana has a good sense of humor. Anyway, but you're right. No one ever does use those. What did this guy say?
I don't know. He was talking about you being codependent, baby. I tried to deflect and save your life by talking about nobody uses those handicap pool things.
See, I blame...
EJ lied and said his dad used them all the time as a lie.
I blame my mom.
Okay.
On
I mean, that's what you do in therapy, so yes.
For,
enabling him to be codependent.
Yeah.
Not pushing him to be independent.
To make me a sandwich.
Which, by the way, you're doing to
your
your children.
I know. Well, that's what people do. You do what was done to you. Everybody knows.
You do what was done to you. It's do unto others as you would want done unto you.
Tom's not about the break the cycle life. Continue the cycle.
It's like pedal the cycle. It's a bicycle.
Well, it's way easier just to keep on cycling. You got to break it, or then you're going to start over, and then you're crying. I don't know. Or you just keep on cycling.
Let's try this one right here.
What's going on, guys? So I think Dan has mentioned this YouTube account before. Sunny V2, I think is his name. But this guy makes really cool little mini documentaries on
Okay, this guy basically calls in. He's another guy calling in to tell us that they made a documentary on the Mud Boys.
Oh yeah.
So it makes me so sad.
It's funny because the same trends are happening on the internet and social media that we saw happen in radio, right? It's like
what? Hockey jerseys, sunglasses?
No, like
chain link fence?
For instance, there was a phase of morning radio. Howard Stern started with the morning zoos, and then the interns, and then boxing, and all this. It's this, and then all the stunts and stuff it's being emulated just on social media because there's only so much you could do to entertain people.
Even Logan Paul is wrestling, and radio guys have kind of intermingled with wrestlers for years. You do make an excellent point,
and so it's funny. We're just watching the same thing happen with social media that happened with
eventually
radio.
It all goes to wrestling.
Yeah, that's what happened. Boxing and wrestling and girls in bikinis. It's
it all gets back to that.
We're so dumb as humans that we only like a certain amount of things, or the most popular stuff is gonna be the violence and the nudity. Right? That's all we are. We're idiots.
We're animals.
We're idiots.
We just want food. We want some boobies.
So
pretty simple.
So look, it's the same thing, and I don't know what the next thing is going to be. It seems like it's just going to be diluted into a billion different subcategories, right? Like that's what Facebook turned into. It's like Facebook was super popular, then everybody started to hate it because everybody's fighting, and then they found subgroups.
Yeah, you just go to areas where there's no fights and use it for what it was intended for.
And then people now, it seems, have found they like Facebook because of the subgroups, because now you could be in groups of like-minded people that think like you and also into your same stuff. So if you're into mountain biking, there's a subgroup
there's
for mountain
guy,
biking. And then now you could listen in the subgroup, and they keep like politics out of it and stuff like that. And it's all about mountain biking.
Well,
I
they
need
try.
to talk to them about the
It's try. It's nearly impossible, but
you can try. Occasionally, there'll be some stupid person that'll be like, "I'm still gonna do it." Har har. Like, what are you doing, man? You're just making us work harder. That's all you're doing.
And then all the podcasts and stuff, they just all going into subcategories of like this, that, everybody has their niche. And then that seems like, I don't know how you're going to break out of that and back into like generic all for one type of show.
Ooh,
I don't
good
think
good boy band.
I don't think that's going to happen. We all can't agree on something we like to watch, and there's never going to be less options, right?
No.
So this is what it's.
But there could be better options. Yeah. There'll be more options, but
there'll be more quality options of what we already have, but there'll never be less. We're never going to go back. That's So it seems like this is going to be the future moving forward. Unlimited options.
Let's go to this guy right here.
Hey, this is Horse Track Doug.
Yes.
I just wanted to blast this guy that you have right now on the air. I mean, what is he doing? Blackmailing Elon Musk? I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, you did it as a game to kill time during the pandemic. The guy's telling you he's worried about his safety. And then you're going to go ahead and take him for money? And he even offered you a little bit of money?
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Horse Track Doug.
He's mad at the UCF student.
Yeah, that's old.
He's taking a stand. That's not an old voicemail.
He's just now.
He's catching up to shows.
Okay.
Sometimes we get those. Podcast people are a weird breed, man. They take it when they get it, right? And they'll call in whenever it fits their schedule, and that's fine. I support that. Let's try this one. We were talking about this.
All right, random question here for you guys, just because I noticed myself doing it. When you are putting your sunglasses away...
I'll pause you right there. Tom doesn't put his sunglasses away. Like, you don't put your sunglasses in a case.
No.
Sunglasses in a case?
I have like a hanger.
Yeah, I put my sunglasses in a typically, I put them in a case.
You keep them all nice. By the way, you left a pair of your sunglasses over my house.
I know.
And I started just wearing them.
And your wife was supposed to bring them. You were supposed. Okay. My wife talked to your wife. Your wife said, "I'll set them out for Tom to bring them to me." That was like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then now you've stolen them, and now you're wearing them.
Well, there's COVID all over them.
It all worked out fine. This is the way it's supposed to work.
I didn't steal them. I just I
Never
saw
gave
them.
back.
I was looking for my sunglasses, and because I didn't put them away, I was like, "Where are they?"
Nice.
And then I found yours, and I put them on. Like, wow, they're not scratchy. Because all my sunglasses,
they're gonna be ruined.
Yeah, they're gonna be ruined.
And then I'm like, this is nice. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, these are Daniels. I better keep them nice.
Then you drop him on the floor.
Yeah, they put him in his butt.
Well, they fall. I put them on my head, then I go to put eye drops in.
Oh,
they
you're
fall
gonna stretch them out on your big head?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
No, you got a big head.
Hold on. You're not supposed to put that.
Not on top of that big pump.
Yeah, you got a big pumpkin head with a hair on top. Let's continue with this guy.
All right, random question here for you guys, just because I noticed myself doing it. When you are putting your sunglasses away, which side do you fold in first? I've noticed I always fold in the left side of my ear in first,
left
and
side
then the right.
Yep, left.
Don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm right-handed. Who knows? But do you guys? I don't know if you even notice you do it. I just noticed it today, and I've been wearing sunglasses.
I think I do right first.
30 odd years. So
like that, left.
I don't know. Random question. Don't know if there's an answer to it.
Yeah, I just did it with my reading glasses, so I go off, left in, right in. Left in, right. I go left to right.
I think I go right to left.
Interesting.
I've
no idea. You have no idea.
It's probably different every time.
Yes.
For me.
I would
sometimes
believe that
right
with
in,
you.
sometimes left in.
Sometimes never.
Don't
just
fold
leave
them in.
open.
Sometimes break them off and eat them.
I often don't fold my sunglasses, and then I take them off and then throw them on my kitchen counter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just leave
like
them.
You're mad, like this, like you're like. You're not gonna believe what happened today.
And so I would never keep track of any of that stuff. Which I didn't even notice Samantha had a different hairdo.
Okay, pause.
Oh man, one day I'm gonna come in here bald.
Pause. Everyone, pause. Nobody your age should say hairdo.
That's
one
true.
calls that a hairdo. No one has called it a hairdo since 1965.
He's Pop.
Elvis comeback special. Hairdo.
What hairstyle?
Who told you?
But nobody said.
Daniel.
Yeah, I go, hey, because I said.
When you're on vacation.
I go, that's an aggressive hair.
He brought it up at the show,
it's an
and I had no idea.
cut. And then we looked at it, and we were like, oh, that looks really good. Because I only heard it first. Somebody's like, she got a shag. I go, oh, that could be dangerous. And then we looked at it, and we're like, oh, it looks really good.
Well, when I saw it, I was like, her hair wasn't always like that. Like, I didn't notice.
This guy.
But it sounds like I'm being a D-head. Like, how do you not? But I just don't notice things like
like
that.
your hairdo.
My wife has changed her hair color, and she'll set me up in a trap, and she'll just not say anything.
Caught in a trap. Elvis Presley.
And then I'll get home and then start doing something, and then she's like, "You didn't notice it.
You didn't notice my hairdo, did you?
Here's how I know I have to.
You noticed Sam's hairdo.
I have to be like the majority of men out there, and follow me here, because I find myself doing the same things Al Bundy did.
So I'm not like most men?
I don't think so. I think I'm more like the majority, because why would they have these characters like Al Bundy and
so
whatever?
You're the Al Bundy. You're the classic Al Bundy.
Why was Al Bundy funny?
Homer
Because
Simpson.
He was trying to relate to all things that dodo guy husbands do.
Carol O'Connor and All in the Family.
And then you
Peter Griffin. You are the Peter Griffin of Orlando.
You come home, you're mad at your job, you put your hand in your pants, you're mad at your old lady, she's crowing around.
My wife never sleeps with me.
Yeah, she never,
I think I'll go masturbate in my pool sand.
And then I'm like, I'm doing the same jokes that Al Bundy did. I'm like, real life, I think that's why they wrote this character. I think that's because...
So what am I?
I don't know. You're in a different class. No one has made a character like you because they...
I break the mold.
Well, yeah, because like anxiety-ridden...
One of a kind. Yeah, anxiety-ridden, tiny, old dog. Old mini dog.
Yeah. Then there's a lot of people that have and suffer with anxiety.
Good point. Tracy in the chat says, Al and Tom both sold shoes.
Yes. Oh, wow. Both
football players
that had one moment of glory.
True.
So when
Hold on.
I complain about all this
Both
stuff,
complain about their
wife.
wife, complain about their kids.
And you guys tell me I'm crazy, I always have to think, well, there's a reason for Al Bundy.
Yeah, but Al Bundy there was an element of crazy to him too, right?
No, I know, but they wrote that character to appeal to the masses. So I gotta be like some people out there.
They both had crazy neighbors. Dr. Gould, Marcy Darcy. Okay,
and it changes.
You used to have a dog. They used to have a dog. Their dog used to talk, right?
Bud, right?
Yeah, and then it died.
Or is
I
it
think.
Buck?
Yeah.
Remember the show that was
I don't have an
Married with
Applegate.
Children?
Unhappily Ever After?
Yeah, that had Nikki Cox on it. Man, Nikki Cox burned hot. She married Jay Moore.
Yeah. Went nutso.
And went nutso.
So did he.
And then he did too. And then who did she remarry?
Oh, I don't remember.
I can't remember who it was either.
What show was that?
Unhappily Ever After.
It was like an exact replica of Married with Children, and then Bobcat Goldthwait played their dog, which happened to talk. That was
a rabbit.
Or it was a rabbit.
Yeah,
it was like a puppet rabbit.
Oh yeah, wasn't that show like everybody liked it, but it never went on?
It went on for a minute.
Yeah, it wasn't really popular though.
People knew what it was.
I feel like a lot of people. I didn't know anyone else that watched it when I was watching.
But we all knew what it was doing. We're like, we know what you're doing, and we're okay with it.
It was
like Deshaun Watson.
Was it too well written? You remember?
No, it was not well written.
Okay.
It was not well written.
Because Bobcat is good.
He is good.
Yeah,
he's very funny.
He's
super good comedian, super intelligent, great director, great writer.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if he's involved in a project, you'd think it'd be good. But
it wasn't bad. It was funny, but it knew what it was. It was like low level, crude entertainment.
Yeah.
It knew exactly what it was.
Oh, she was with Bobcat for years before Jay Moore.
That's
weird.
That's what it was.
Remember when Howard Stern did that, like that knockoff of Baywatch?
Son of the Beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was horrible.
Son of the Beach? Son of the Beach?
You can still go to it in St.
And
Cloud.
it had that guy. It had that bald dude who played the main... It had that bald dude that played the main lifeguard, and I hate that guy, and it's the only reason I hated the show. I was like, I hate that guy.
It is hard.
He was like a Richard Cheese kind of a character.
Who else has been the best in the business at one thing and then tried something else and had success with that
Michael
other
Jordan.
thing?
Or no, he did not.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were going to say didn't have success.
No. I mean, like, had success because it's hard. Like, so Howard Stern, arguably the best terrestrial radio host of all time, right? Yeah. And then, but he tried he dabbled in this, sitcom world TV, and obviously it was a hunk of garbage, right?
It was bad.
Yeah, and
but you could argue that his show, when he just did his show on E, that was a good show.
Yeah, because it was radio. It was doing what he's good at.
But I'm saying he should have stayed in his lane and just said, "Yeah, I do TV."
Instead
of doing a comedic sitcom.
I guess, although Favreau, because I saw like Jon Favreau was the executive producer of all these new Star Wars deal.
He's really good at it.
And I was like, Jon Favreau is. I didn't even know.
Dude, he did the latest Lion King. He's done a lot.
Dude,
I know.
No him, no Mandalorian.
I know.
I mean, that guy is really got the juice.
But it took me a minute because I'm like, Jon Favreau, the actor, like I didn't know he was that big of a director. Like obviously the whole thing is being a director, right? He's never going back to being an actor.
It's like Jordan Peele.
He was a good actor. Jordan Peele, same thing.
Yeah, it's like Jordan Peele. It's like these guys have transcended being like, hey, remember me from my sketch show or remember me from being the mega director.
Yeah, but that was
and writer.
That seemed like a stepping stone. Like if Favreau went back and then won a best actor, then you could say, oh, good at both directing and acting. Which I guess
well, he was good in Swingers. He was good as the MMA brother in Four Christmases.
It would have to be something. yeah. He had a bunch of small parts like that, but
he's a good actor. I've always.
He's also been doing some voice acting lately. He was in What If. He was in Spider-Man: No Way Home.
That's too close. Like the Howard Stern producing quality TV, because now you go from radio show host to executive producer for this TV show, this hunk of garbage. Like I'm trying to find something that's a little
comparable.
Further.
Yeah.
Director and actor, I feel like it's too close. And like
you know who I think does it, and Sam's not gonna like my answer, but somebody who does it and does it well is old what's his name actor, problematic actor, has a cult.
Oh, Jared Leto.
He's
going to be in the new Haunted Mansion movie.
But here's a guy that's top tier musician with a mega band, right?
Musician,
30 Seconds to Mars is a big band. You can't argue that they didn't. They're a very big band. And then he's done TV, My So-Called Life, top tier. He's done movies, top tier. He can do whatever. He
directed his own documentary.
He's also weirdo, like mega weirdo.
And but that's
is that what you're looking for? That
guy? That's
like
good. Music and acting and directing
at the top level, you know.
But that's what probably makes him a weirdo. But
there's got to be more than just him. Like there's got to be another one that we're missing that is good at. A lot of people hate Jared Leto because of his. I guess everybody says he's problematic, right?
I don't know.
Not everybody.
He likes
like,
the young girls.
Yeah, that's what it appears.
And he brings them to his island.
And it doesn't appear.
I know another guy that had an island.
Yeah. Islands used to be a good thing.
Yeah, now it's don't go to the island.
Now it's like a bad thing.
I feel like if you made an announcement, who likes young girls and islands?
I'd put my hands up. I'd be like, I do.
Dane Cook.
How young?
Or maybe I'd have to do that. Who's asking? Like one of those.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be riding in Daniel's Tesla.
Yay.
Are we?
And then
riding dirty.
See if I could run 50 miles an hour. All right.
Here. Normally there's a police officer over here, but I don't see him today.
No, I think we're good.
Sorry.
All right.
Drive again. Here we go.
Here we go. We're getting it up to 20. Well, he's not beside us.
It's not doing it. It won't do the auto steer for me. We don't have a long enough area.
Oh, okay. Try to go all the way back. I'll see you.
Okay, we're doing it again. We're going all the way back this time.
Hi, it's Tom and Dan, and this is the corporate version of what we do.
Yep.
I'm the Dan part.
I'm Tom. Sam's here. How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing good.
And we've got our guest in studio, Cadillac Pat. How you doing, Pat?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
It is always good to see you, Pat. You are dressed in your finest of 90s apparel.
Yeah.
And Tom, did you know that everything he's wearing today is actual 90s?
Including my watch.
Yeah, these are not repos, are reproductions. These are not...
Peep the watch.
Yeah, what is that, a Pac-Man?
He always smells
Mario
good.
Brothers.
Mario Brothers watch. Yeah, he always smells good. Is your cologne vintage?
No.
Serious question. Have you ever thought about going and getting the
Ooh, they might stink, though.
No, there is a big market for out of print colognes. In fact, I own one. There used to be a component to Abercrombie and Fitch, a very high-end component known as Rhuel, Rheul, I think. And because there's Abercrombie, and then there's...
I loved his music in the 90s.
What's the other one? What's the other?
Urban Outfitters? I don't
No,
know.
there's Abercrombie, and then the other one is like the poor Abercrombie.
Buckle.
No,
Aeropostale.
no, you're close.
Oh, yeah.
Hollister.
That's
Hollister.
it. Hollister.
Thank you.
That's it.
You know what? I don't have to hit the old woman button. Good job. You saved yourself. Saved yourself.
I
Good
don't know.
job.
That's pretty old. Is Hollister still,
Yeah, but
still around?
you found the name of it. I can't even name it. At least you knew the name. You're young.
Yeah, it's one of the Florida Mall.
But yeah,
sure.
so there's Abercrombie and then Hollister. There used to be an upscale Abercrombie known as Rhuel, and I have some of their cologne, and it smells really good. And I looked it up one night because I was like, man, I love this cologne. I'm almost out of it. I want to buy some more of it. And there is a whole market for out-of-print vintage colognes.
Like dead stock?
Yeah, like dead stock.
Huh. Most colognes, I thought they would go bad and kind of turn like to vinegar-ish.
Yeah, that's what
They
I was
smell
kind of
weird.
thinking.
That's what I always thought. The older they get, like the worse they smell.
No, I don't think they change. I think once it's in the bottle, it's
Maybe
got the
good
alcohol and it's got the scents. I don't
Yeah,
believe there's any organic things in there that would go bad. It's not like you're spraying yourself with blue cheese.
Well, they'll change color.
You're
They'll change
spraying-
color.
It might change color, but I believe the ingredients in your cologne, they might get less pungent because they break down, but I don't know if they're going to get bad smelling. That would be a design flaw in your cologne if it can go rotten.
Yeah, I mean, they have to have
It's
an
alcohol,
insane
for Christ's sake, right?
shelf life, right? It's just a chemical. I mean, what's it going to do? Break down?
I'm going to...
I
I don't think...
Rule's featured logo was a French bulldog
French
named
bulldog.
Trouble.
Yeah, French Bulldog. Man, I used to love...
I'd never heard of this store.
Yeah, Rhuel was cool, man.
Look
I
up
didn't
if
mean to-
cologne will somehow go
You
bad.
gotta, some of them, like
Spoil.
the cheap ones, are made from alcohol. The other ones are parfume, which is the oil base. That's like the good
Parfum,
one.
that's how Tom calls it.
The
Tom's
first-
like, she's wearing parfum.
The first automated question was, will cologne go bad? And then it was, will cologne mask the smell of weed? And that answer is no to that.
Yeah, we're so classy.
Let's see. Perfume and cologne do go bad.
Oh, and there you go.
Just depends on the scent's chemical composition.
Well, like how much time? Like, it's got to be over 5 years.
The cologne
right?
I have is more than 10 years old, the Rhuel cologne. I bought it probably 15 to 18 years ago, and it still smells exactly the same. It
says
fine.
the average will last 12 to 18 months.
Oh, it's got to be longer
Dude,
than
mine
that.
18
12 to
years.
18
Mine-
Start
mine-
spraying, dude.
I'll bring it in tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I'll spray it, and you'll be like, oh my God, that's great. It's really good, dude.
Well, it's like pills. Like they say, your pharmaceutical pills will
get
go
weak.
bad. But it's like, well, how bad do they go? Like, are they 2% less potent?
It's just a way for you to buy more.
Oxycontin?
You're just telling
My
them to make you buy
wife,
more.
my wife
that's
one
BS.
time, Andrea Dennis, my wife one time, when we were cleaning out my deceased mother's home, my wife said, "Oh my God, I found a giant bottle of OxyContin," and I said, "What?" And I ran in there. And I saw it, and then she goes, "Oh yeah, but they're from 1998," and she threw them in the trash. And I said, "Give me those."
Did you get them?
Oh, I got 'em.
Or you have them in the?
No,
bring it
I
here.
ate them all.
Oh,
But they were fine. They
felt
were
the same.
just fine.
yeah.
Myth busted. They were just fine. Now there were only about 6 or 7 in there, but they were just fine.
Yeah, you take it. And
No
you're like,
problem.
diarrhea. That's the first thing that happens.
On
Anyway.
another website, it does say many perfumes don't have a set expiration date and can last anywhere between 1 to 10 years. However, 3 to 5 is often the average shelf life.
Yeah, this Rhuel cologne I have is probably 15 plus, and it's fine. God. I mean, I'm guessing now. I can't remember what it smelled like at the time, but I'm guessing it may have been stronger at the time.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Yeah.
Like I'll spray it on myself. It smells good. It's cool.
So, Pat, last time you were on our Friday Free Show, you told the story about getting scammed.
It's a legendary. Do you know that you've cemented yourself?
Are you still talking to that guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Daniel's still talking to him.
Like here and there. I didn't know what we were going to do with it, so I left it real.
Yeah, leave it open, yeah.
I did not give up the ghost. I did not put the guy on blast. I'll message him occasionally just to keep it up to see if he'll
What's good, fam?
Well, no, I'll just message him and be like, "Do you have these?" And then I'll throw in like, I don't know. One of them I was actually looking for. There was a couple of pairs of limited edition Anderson .Paak Vans.
Okay.
That are now out of print. Mm-hmm. I guess everything we're talking about is out of print today. And I messaged him, and he said no. He deals more with sports shoes, not like skate shoes. I found that to be a little.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's weird that he didn't just say yes because it's all a scam. He doesn't have any of them.
Well,
so it's weird.
Maybe his website has all the sports shoes
but
on it. So
he almost got me, right? Like
you could have just said yes. Send me the money.
But when he said that, I was like, oh, maybe this guy's.
I hope he tricks you into.
God,
please, somebody else. Yeah. I want these shoes so bad. If he did say he had them, I would be $50 in. I'd be 50 in just to see.
I would love it.
Just to see.
Oh my God, yes.
It's not that embarrassing to be in your company.
Thank you. I mean? Yes, I appreciate that.
We're friends.
Yes.
I feel like ride or die. I can be on your team.
All right.
So recently, one of these shoe scammers, got caught. Right, Sam?
Yes, but someone's knocking at our door.
No.
Not expecting anybody.
Is it UPS?
Amazon. I saw somebody else walk.
Hold on, I love it when we do these.
Yeah,
I met a guy at 7-Eleven this morning who said that you and I interviewed him on our show when he delivered us a pizza.
That must have been in your original house.
Yeah.
Because I remember.
He goes, hey, my name's Yada. I'm going to put him on blast, but he said his name, and he's like, full name, and it's a very interesting name. And he was like, yep, delivered a pizza to you guys. Originally was on the show.
Huh.
I'm like, what? Are you crazy?
That must have been back in 09, 2010.
What happened? Sam just had an exchange with an old woman, I feel like.
What
What happened?
So you know how there's been that U-Haul out here and someone's moving out? She's like trying to move in and she thought this was the unit. So she was messing with this lockbox out here.
Is she cute?
No.
No.
She's trying to move into the house behind us?
I guess.
Or
I told her we were Unit A, and then she's like, well, what's this door? I go, it's all Unit A.
No, tell her this is your place.
Is it
welcome her in, yeah.
Is it Unit C, the
I don't know.
studio?
She didn't say. All I told her was we were Unit A.
Did the lady...
I'm not trying to make a friendship with this lady.
Well, I mean...
Was she going to be our neighbor?
I need to know what's happening here. I'm with Tom.
Her wig was a little disheveled.
Oh, she wears a wig?
I don't
we
know.
had that one hot lady that gets naked all the time.
She's gone.
She moved out.
Yeah, she's been gone.
My girlfriend and I, we saw a naked lady on a cruise across the balcony from us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had.
You had the topless deck?
No,
She may have been propositioning you guys to come up there and perform.
Was that a different cruise ship? Right?
No, we have the interior balcony that it was like the inside of the cruise ship is open air too. We had balconies across from us, and we were out there drinking some wine, and all of a sudden we see a TV, the lights turn off. We see a woman derobe right in front of us. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I was like, let's be cool.
Oh my God,
cool.
I can't stop. My erection.
Be cool.
Yeah, we wanted to see if she was gonna know what's going on.
Give me a cowboy hat to put on my crotch.
And she didn't notice that.
No.
Hey, like I'm.
The door opened. I mean, I guess she just figured no one was watching because it's a whole.
Some people do that though.
Yeah.
They want people to look.
Yeah, she was good looking too.
Well, like in big cities when you live in apartments and then you could see into other apartment buildings.
That's always in the movies where the guy gets the...
I watched that movie.
The binoculars or a telescope.
Or Rush Hour 2, Chris Tucker.
It's like a telescope and you look, you
see the murder.
Well, that's exactly
that's what ends up happening.
So this is what happens, and this is why, and unfortunately it's always perverts that always see the murders. Because the pervert has got his telescope there, and he's looking for the boobs, and she starts to take her bra off, and you're like, all right, we got it. And then you see her violently be murdered.
Does it make us all perverts? Because every one of us is going to look across the balcony. Like, if you live in an apartment building, you're going to take a peek. You're going to try to find that naked chick.
You're just aware of your surroundings.
What if it's a dude? You still looking?
I would look.
I'd look
at anybody naked. That's unfortunate. It happened to me at that St. Augustine pizzeria. Remember when the lady was breastfeeding? I almost got killed. I looked right at him.
Pizza Alley.
And her boyfriend or husband, I'm assuming boyfriend because they didn't look like the type to be married, face tattoos and all, where he was going to kill me.
You know what? I'm surprised that this is not like a TikTok or social media thing where people like rig because you could rig a smartphone to telescopes so that you could see what the telescope is seeing. You know,
that's how they got Aaron Andrews, right?
Yeah,
with the old
people.
The old like rig the phone on the people, rig the phone on the telescope.
So I'm surprised that there isn't accounts that live in big apartment buildings and then like
I'm the count of the apartment building
and then peep on other people. I guess you could probably tell whereabout they are based on the height of the building.
You can figure it out,
but not exactly. Like you could get away with hiding for a while and being like the weird
creepo. Yeah,
you know,
I'm the naked man on the balcony.
Well, the TikTok, I'm saying like put out and broadcast what you're peeping on. I'm surprised that's not a thing with it because there's so many.
There's plenty of porn with that.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
cooked up though.
That's where I got the idea.
A TikTok account.
I don't think some of them.
Oh, like a TikTok account of like just peeping footage.
I think it would get reported, dude.
Yeah, probably. It'd have to be fake peeper footage.
Well, there's so much fake illegal stuff on, the internet is filled with all these different accounts that do stuff that is technically illegal, but they do it for entertainment. I mean, they're setting up booby traps and, you can't set booby traps for people. Like, that's illegal. And they do it all the time. So,
is the term booby trap, is that a booby? Was that a bird?
Ooh, good
I
question.
thought it meant like you're an idiot.
Like
right?
a boob.
boob.
Yeah.
So this is a trap for a stupid person? That's what a booby trap is?
Is that strip club still around?
No.
They tore it down.
Yeah. They Winter Park wanted that out of there.
Yeah, I chained myself to it, and I begged them not to. I was like, don't take it.
So, Pat, what have you been up to?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm getting ready to go to the Keys this weekend. I'm going down for, we don't do lobster mini season anymore. We do regular season now. So
graduated.
Oh, they're all going to be gone.
Yeah. Well, they're not all gone. So, but it's a lot less stress on the entire group that I go with, like the girlfriends of the crew. They don't want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and sit in the boat and they want to have fun and party, which I kind of do too. So we're going just for regular season.
Well, you're not going to catch as much.
Yeah, you don't catch as much.
You're going to go down there and you're letting the girls like, we don't want to get up.
That's it.
You have to get up early if you want to, get the worm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many people. I haven't seen a lot of photos of beautiful bounties this mini season.
Oh, the weather was really bad the first day. My buddies were down there. They didn't get to go out because the weather the day before, which you scout, it was raining all day, and then the next day it was kind of bad weather too.
Like I think Andrea's dad even went to do some scalloping or something a couple months ago or a month ago or something. And
yeah.
I see all of these like things that people do. Again, I put this in the same category as so much work for nothing.
It is a lot, but the work is why they do it.
Yeah, it's fun to be in the water.
Right. Oh, I love swimming.
That's all. Yeah, that's really what it is.
So people go scalloping because they go on a boat, they get drunk. And then you collect some scallops, which is I've done it before, and I've gotten 2,
5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
The work for the amount of scallops you get is.
Yeah.
And then it is like a bowl, and a small bowl filled with scallops. You got to put it into some sort of spaghetti or whatever to even feed everybody.
Scallop spaghetti.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yuck.
But the amount
I don't want that garbage.
actual meat you get is so little, especially if you have like 5 or 6 adults that want to eat it. It's very little, but it's about going out on a boat, getting drunk, and snorkeling around.
But there are other people that are like, I like the little scallops. They got a better flavor. And they shut up.
It's like you get 1 5-gallon bucket per person, I think, scalloping, and that it equals like 1 16-ounce pint worth of shucked something per person. It's crazy.
Only a 16-ounce.
Something. Yeah, it's something ridiculous like that.
And same thing with lobsters. Like you go out on a boat. First of all, they're really hard to find unless you know where to go exactly, like GPS locations. You gotta really go with a local. Like when I used to go out with my brother-in-law.
Deadliest Catch. They triangulate. They think they got the hunting hole.
And they know we're all like, and because a lot of people throw pipes and
tires,
anything for the lobster to hide under. It's illegal to actually do because you're attracting them, and then like they'll put down a car hood and there'll be
you're cheating
6 lobsters under there. But they'll hide under like whatever the coral like overhangs or like they just hide.
They like the shade.
They like to hide under things, and so if you put things there,
so
they'll go.
Drunk people don't eat them.
And but after a day of boat fuel, of like all the stuff like, and then you split up the lobsters between everybody. Like
everybody gets 3/4 of a lobster.
You're coming home with like 5 or 6 lobsters, and then you're like, well, if I just went to Publix or Red Lobster, it doesn't make sense.
The flavor of these mini
it's
lobsters.
It's the same, but for whatever reason, you feel it's again
a badge of honor.
It's going on the boat. It's it's the accomplishment of like hunting your own food.
Yeah.
So it psychologically, it tastes better, that lobster you ate, but you're not going to cook it as good as Red Lobster or whatever. And then also, Red Lobster getting Maine lobster. We're getting a small-ass Florida lobster, so the tails are smaller. Yeah. So there's a lot into it. But again,
I had a Florida lobster at Four Flamingos. It's great, though. It really is good.
No, it's good. It's just
but they are small.
The insane amount of work and money that goes into it, it's more about the experience than it is about you getting free lobster tail. Because
it's not really free.
It's not free at all. Like you've paid more than market price for it. Like you're getting cheaper lobster, having commercial fishermen, get them in 1,000 traps and then and like
if you wanted it technically for any of the keys, you're not even allowed to like swim offshore. You're not supposed to. I think that's like a law. You can't just walk from the beach or the edge into the water and get them. You gotta go on a vessel. You can't go like on the side of a bridge. There's something with that. You can't go inside of a bridge. You can't just walk out and get them.
Yeah.
You got to go out in some kind of boat. Something like that.
And they'll find because they try to make it like
harder.
Yeah, like then just massive amounts of poor people just goes wading into the ocean. They don't want to. You have to afford a boat first. And they will find the hell out of you if you get too small of tail, like a lobster tail. Like I think it's $1,000 a tail.
We almost went to jail one year. The rules changed and
they'll confiscate your boat.
Yeah, 2009.
They should just confiscate your lobsters.
They would do that.
No. Like leave my boat alone.
It was like if you had more than 3 small ones. Me and my buddy was like one of our first times going when I first started going, and we thought it was legal, but it wasn't. We had 2 illegal. Where we were not. My uncle who I go with. He instills like you don't poach small lobster, which I never would. So we were just misinformed and thought they were legal.
Right.
And the guy's like,
mistakes were made.
Yeah, and if we found one more, the owner of the boat was going to go to jail, but he only got 2. So you
can't even. I feel like no matter how many tiny lobsters I have on a boat, I feel like I have the power to talk my way out of that because at the end of the day, they're lobsters.
The FWC
and it would make no sense.
Are not cool.
I understand that, but it makes no sense for you to tear apart my family over lobsters. That doesn't make any sense to me.
But
they'll make you learn your lesson. You won't do it again.
I won't. If you tell me, I won't. I promise I won't do it again. But don't rip my family apart over a lobster. A small one, not even a Maine lobster, a baby.
Yeah.
Tiny.
And they're serious about it. Like they'll get you good.
Now, are you like what else can you get during mini season? Just lobsters?
Well, you can.
Yeah, it's a lobster.
That season is for any. Yeah, that's just for. But you can go fishing for other fish as long as it's in season or of a legal size.
Gotcha.
Like I think red snapper is still like they don't allow. They only have like a certain small window for red snapper nowadays.
What's the most rare but still eaten fish that we have overfished?
Dude, you're asking the wrong person. I'm not a fisherman, but I know like there's snook limits and stuff. And
probably red snapper that I can think of in Florida.
It feels like that when I was a kid, it felt like any fish, you eat them all. And now, as an older man at 46, it feels like there's so many fish that, man, a good thing I ate that when I was a kid. You'll never see that again.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like catching a marlin or something like that. In the 80s. People were doing it all the time, and I know I got emails. People are like, "Oh, I still catch marlin." I know you do. All the fishermen that tell me, but it is way more rare. Like, look at your Instagram. How many people, friends of yours, go out on a boat and catch a marlin? See it jump out of it's becoming more and more rare. We're ruining the earth.
Yeah.
It's apparent.
Yeah.
The
best way is
we killed all the animals.
The sun. The sun is good. It's a good sun now. We got it dialed in real hot.
Last time I was in the Bahamas and I saw like all the reefs bleached out white.
Oh yeah, the keys are like that too.
How pretty do they? They look great bleached out. I like them. It looks nice and clean.
It's like an Apple store.
It's clean like a Buc-ee's bathroom.
But it's funny how you disregard things until you see it in real life. You're like, oh, you're like, oh, I killed it.
Yeah, like that island that's made of computer keyboard keys.
All garbage.
And I'm like, and I see the buildings on it, and they pan back, and they're like, this whole island is plastic. I'm like, whoa.
What's that thing called in the Pacific? It's like the Pacific trash island.
Yeah, the big plastic
the
island.
Pacific Trash Island.
It's like the size of Texas or something crazy like that.
So let's talk about this because you go down to the Keys, you lobster, and do you bring
We're
the
abandoning
girls?
the sneaker Ponzi scheme, right?
No, let's not again. Back to sneakers.
Back to sneakers.
So what happened?
So this guy, he made millions of dollars peddling rare Air Jordans at crazy low prices. He had been doing it apparently for like years. But within the last couple years, because of the pandemic, he got a lot more business, and then he started getting reported, and that's why he got busted.
So he was basically doing...
After nearly a decade in business, he was charged by federal authorities last week. He plans to plead not guilty, which is odd.
What was his crime?
Wire fraud, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, and money laundering.
Oh.
Faces 30 years in prison
Good
if
Lord.
convicted. What does it say?
Well, it's the same thing the guy was doing. Was like saying he had the shoe and then collecting the money and then...
Right.
Or maybe this person's not paying taxes on the
No, it seemed like what...
Yeah, it seemed like
from
the
what
same
Sam
thing.
said,
Oh,
like,
just-
there was
wow.
no shoe or anything.
God, that many people fell for it over and over and over and over.
Well,
and
the
over
thing
and over.
is, he did have some... he has a warehouse full of shoes, but he was promising more products than he actually had. So some people did get their shoes, but most people did not.
Interesting.
It's weird how you can get away with that for so long without like the internet just attacking you every single time you made a post promoting your shoe. Like, this guy's fake.
Yeah.
Fake. It's like, because I see in other posts, like when someone posts something they think it's real, like a video or whatever, you know, and like you'll see social media like in the comments, like eventually someone will be like, this is fake or whatever.
Yeah. It unravels pretty quick.
And so, and you would think that people have vendettas against them, kind of like Pat. Now that's I'm curious, Pat. So you got scammed.
The FBI seized $6.1 million in cash from him, as well as watches, 1,100 pairs of sneakers, and from his personal collection. Like, this guy was making bank.
Maybe that's why. Maybe this is the guy. Maybe that's why I didn't get my shoes. Maybe this is the guy.
He never had them.
Maybe he sent them. Maybe one of yours is that 1,100.
I mean, I only gave him
seized.
another $150, and I was like, that was it.
Have you talked to him since?
Oh yeah, I strung him along a ton. Like, I'm getting my money's worth.
No,
from
are you
him.
talking to him now?
Not in the last like 3 weeks, but
hit him up.
$6
right.
million.
Yeah, and it says, because it was really convoluted. It says if some orders did not arrive, instead of refunding customers for undelivered sneakers, he would offer to buy back the same pair for cash and gift cards in excess of the amounts paid by his customers for the sneakers.
Wait, he'd buy them back if he didn't send them? Or he'd send them and offer to buy them back if they were wrong?
And give them gift cards.
But the gift cards were never
fired
that
up.
I don't know.
There's got to be something, you know. There's a reason why.
I mean, that's what Clear Channel did to me. They're like, great job. Here's a Starbucks
but all the
gift
shoes,
card that's
the
never been
customers
loaded.
that did receive their sneakers, they were legit sneakers. They weren't like knockoffs or anything. So he did have some kind of connection with getting, because he lived wherever the Nike factory is. I can't even
Connecticut or something.
I think so. I think you might be right. But
China?
yeah, dude, this.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the headquarters.
China?
Yeah. So they got him.
Interesting.
So that's an insane. You would think that. I guess you become too overconfident and you think that you're never going to get caught, right?
Yeah, said he was doing it for almost a decade.
Yeah, I think if I had 5 to 8 years in, I'd be I'm good.
I bet it was legit in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then he
You're
got
probably
in over
right.
his head.
And it probably got out of control. You know, there are good
Too
people.
many orders.
Yeah.
Or let's just say not good or bad, right? Let's just say neutral person starts business. It's going well. And then somebody
Eugene,
else's...
Oregon, sorry.
Yeah, somebody
That's what it was.
else's influence, right? Could like show
Oregon,
you
yeah.
that, you know, if you do this and you just fudge this just a little bit, that you can get this.
And then this kid gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, and then it just gets out of control.
Yeah, but the day that you take an order for something you know you don't have and you know you're not going to send and you just steal that person's money, then you're guilty and you deserve everything you're going to get. Like,
Correct.
I understand misunderstandings and like I do feel bad for some people, not like this, but like there are people where it's really gray, where like they did like all the people, and I realized like
Lou LaRue. I mean, it's a real product. It was they were real leggings going out there. If they had just stayed in a manageable,
you're right, yeah.
If they'd stayed manageable and with a team that could manage it and not get out of control, then it would have been fine.
It's not overly egregious. Like it seems like it's similar to the Blood Lady. I always forget her name, but
that story is bonkers.
But it seems like she may have set out to legitimately do this for the right reasons, and then slowly got into the world of fraud. You know, same thing with like insider trading. Like, I almost feel bad for a lot of people that go to jail for insider trading because it's such a, it's so weird.
I'm glad that you say this because eventually you and I will go to jail for that.
I can see myself.
But this is on tape as us saying, we feel bad for those people, so at least we're on brand.
Yeah.
Because it's not that egregious, even. But so, like, if this company was public and I saw, like, and then I had a bunch of friends that were investors, like Pat, right? Pat's a great
You'd
guy.
invest in us, right?
Yeah,
sure.
like
You already have. You've been listening for years.
Since day one.
So you've invested your time? I was going to say, I don't know. Never mind. My brain's not working.
So I could, like, and then we're making money, everybody, like, investing in whatever, and then all of a sudden I see, like, something that is going to make us look bad and then tank the valuation of our company.
Like right before OLE.
Yeah. Like, right, like the day of OLE when the guy rolled out the speakers and it was just
you got on your phone, you started crunching.
I could see myself, like, if Pat was like, hey, I'm coming to OLE, I could be like, hey, all those stocks that you put in, like, you might want to, get rid of half of them or whatever. Just,
Why don't you put some of that in the news junkie right now?
And and I know that I shouldn't do it, and I know it's illegal, but I also care about Pat, and I don't want to see him lose a bunch of money.
I think it's possible for you to know all of that, but not be thinking at it at the time that you're talking to Pat.
And then I'm like, well, I know this is unfair and this is insider trading and stuff, but like, I look at the victims. I'm like, who's really the victim? The ones that didn't know. Like, I don't want Pat to be a victim. So
you're the victim.
But then you're in jail for that insider trading.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like that's how it happens with a lot of these, Martha Stewart and stuff. Like, and then it gets super egregious where if you are knowingly defrauding people, then I'm kind of like, well, that's different. Like, that's. Your intention was to defraud someone. You knew exactly what you were doing. You did it for your personal greed. And then that's where I don't feel bad for you. But it's for the gray areas where it's like you mentioned to someone, hey, this may not go well. Like the company, we're going to have a hiccup. You may want to dump these shares. I have a little sympathy for the people that get busted and go to jail for that.
Yeah.
Because
I can see that.
It's not as egregious as selling something that you didn't have.
So what shoes are you on the hunt for lately?
Well, I did get those shoes, but I purchased them after the fact.
Well, we need to find another one because I'm still talking to this guy. We need to find another pair that you want.
There's a bunch that are coming out. There's an Air Jordan 7 that's coming out. They're black with like yellow. I forget the actual name of them, but those are coming out any
bumblebees
any day now.
Yeah.
But you'll never be able to get them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I tried. I even tried to like reposting or like, you know what? Doesn't he have access to his own comments where he can delete them? Because there's no comments on any of his stuff.
You can lock it. You can lock the thread if you don't want people commenting.
Because that's what I think like people do. So like I remember I think I commented on some of his stuff, but then my comment wasn't there.
Oh, he can definitely delete it.
Well, he has you can set it so you could have to approve comments.
Oh, okay.
So you only all the scams.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
this guy doesn't know approve.
That 90s neon guy from Orlando is still yelling at me. Let me block all of his stuff.
He still tries to get me. He was trying to sell me. He was trying to get me to buy more shoes. He's like, hey, you still want these? I'm like, yeah, send them to me. He's like, okay, I need another $400. I'm like, he's committed.
I do like that he asked you for another 400.
Yeah,
it almost
constantly.
makes me want to give him another 400 and see what happens. I don't know why I'm waiting for a different outcome. I'm with you, man.
It's bad.
Let's talk about couples trips, but that are kind of organized around a male-centric activity like lobstering.
Because totally.
Why is that male-centric?
There are not a lot of ladies, though, that tell me that, hey, me and some of the girls are going to mini-season.
There's not a lot of girls' Tinder's pictures where they're holding a fish.
Yeah,
that's true.
Not a lot. And if they are, they're in front of their boobs.
There's plenty of girls that like lobstering, too. I'm just saying statistically probably more males.
Yeah.
Anyway, because I have a question for you. So, and this kind of goes into bachelor parties too. Because
your specialty.
I remember like when
he's good at it.
When we all went on our friend's bachelor party, it was like it's just us and the bros, and we're all out on the boat all together.
A couple of bros,
and then
having a beer.
And then I never understood the excitement of just hanging out with a bunch of bros.
Yeah. All right, guys, drop them. Let's put them all together in a circle.
None of you have boobs.
Because I remember at one point we're all getting drunk, and then we all look at each other. We're like, I wish our girls are here. Like this, I don't want to look at.
That.
Like I would rather look at them than
I've
you.
Never said that.
You know, it's like this is not.
I want to look at other girls. I don't want to look at your wife, my wife. I want to look at new girls.
Yeah, but we're all not attracting any other girls, and we don't want to cheat on our wives. So we're just standing there with no girls, a bunch of bros. We're like, this stinks. And so then. You know, so you organize a trip and you're like, let's all go.
The chat room disagrees with you. The chat room's already Tom is weird. It's guy time.
Oh, you like guy time?
They don't think you understand guy time.
All right, who likes guy time? You know,
the counter argument to that would be that you're codependent. Without your wife, you see no purpose in living.
No. I just when I'm around all my bro friends,
you want your girl.
I want their wives so I can look at them. You know what I'm saying? Like I want girls there.
Jesus,
like
remind myself not to go on any trips with Tom.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, but I'm saying like,
where's your husband at? I want to look at his dick.
Just all of us standing around drinking beer on a pontoon boat.
I like how you always put your hands on your hips when we're drinking beer.
Yeah, but then you can do your locker room talk.
Well, I could do that with all the girls here too. like you know, because what am I really saying?
But where's the sweet spot though? What would you think of me? Because I was also one of the guys that like I like girls, I like shopping and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that I'm effeminate in any way, but if I had my choice between like going out on some boat with a wizard or going with my wife for like a pedicure and then walking around Millennium Mall and then having lunch, I might choose that. Would you say that? Would you like clown on me for my choice?
Yeah, you're gay.
Yeah, exactly. So if you spend time with the bros, you're stupid. If you spend time with your wives, you're gay. Like so, you're all about like no. But seriously, you would clown on that. So with the bros is bad, with the girls is bad. You have to just like what? Sit in a chair alone and quiet.
50-50 guys to girls.
No, all I'm saying is like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm gonna say the
Nothing's
bad
fun.
parts about bringing your girlfriends on these type of trips too. Because so the bad part about not bringing your girlfriends is you're just standing around and then you're all looking at each
the
other.
Door open. You can say inappropriate things.
Pee off the boat. Wait, you guys did that anyway when I was there.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah, but
I didn't.
This is not the 1920s where you're like, don't say that in front of a lady. Like all of our friends and my friends' wives, like
heathens.
We can talk openly
about your friends' wives in front of them, or if one friend isn't there, you can talk about their big fat wife.
No.
Yes, I'm being honest.
No, but I'm just saying I'm not watching my tongue because there's ladies around. Like, what is it? What, this isn't the olden days.
No, I understand, but like peeing with the door open, there's certain things that you and I even do. When Samantha's here, we eat with a fork and a knife. We wash our hands.
So, standing around with a bunch of dudes, looking around, wishing there was girls there, or then you bring the girls, and then they don't like the activity that you that you went there for,
So
and
what
they
do
start
do?
bitching about going back, and because they don't necessarily want to lobster all day. The guys are motivated to like, let's get more lobster.
I'm like, God, can we just go to Drive Shack?
and then
get loaded. Oh my God, they have the best watermelon martini.
And then you start being influenced by the girls that are on the boat saying like, "Are you guys done yet?"
Yeah,
because
it stinks.
Yeah. Like
You got your
have you got
16-ounce pint of scallops? Let's get the hell out of
tired.
here.
Yeah. They're like, it's hot. It's like, I'm like, let's go back. And then so you start being influenced to not do the original task that you set out to do, and so that's the problem. But so I don't know which is better. There are other guys, bro trip guys, that like love to go hang out with the bros, and like I'm happier with just me and the bros. Like that's weird to me because I understand a certain.
I hate the term bros, but a lot of people use it.
But it's like guys trips. At a certain point, I do say like, it'd be better if all of our wives were here, right? We'd have more fun.
I think you might be in the minority there because a lot of even our BDM members, they have like hunting guy trips. They have there are a lot of like, hey, me.
Didn't like last year you say you wanted to do this?
I don't have this. I've never
travel somewhere, mancation.
I've never had this before. Like I'm also, maybe this is why he and I are in business together and friends. I don't have this. Like, I don't have a group of guys that, like, every year, me and Dave and Jonathan and Billy and Stan all go to the cabin. Like, I don't have that. Yeah. I kind of want it.
Well, you can do, co-op where it's guys and girls. That's what we did.
No.
Now, yeah, but if I did want to do this, and this was like dirt bike riding in Costa Rica, me and the turkey lady, like my wife couldn't go on that. Like she can't ride well enough to even do this. So like things like that where
that's insulting.
You couldn't, nor she couldn't do it.
Yeah,
like you know, like,
don't tell her that.
I'll tell her like,
all right,
I'm better.
Those arms aren't strong enough.
Everything than she is.
Who's gonna cook the lunch?
You did marry the female version of you.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, and if she heard this right now, you know she'd be in the garage right now trying to fire it up and wheelie down the road just to prove to you how good she is.
No. She knows. She got me a scuba diving because she could. She lasts longer.
And skiing, right?
Yeah,
she's skiing too.
Skiing, she's really good.
She'll always be better.
She is an amazing skier.
Yeah, and I'll never be better because
and designing things for your house. She's good at that.
I had to screw in the screws.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Anyway, so Pat, back to your trip. You go there. The girls are on the boat. Inevitably, they're like, "Let's get the hell out of here. We're tired of this, right?"
I mean, not necessarily. No one ever says that. I mean, you can kind of just feel it's like even like me, like
your weakest buddy, which would be me, starts trying to convince you.
They're dropping hints.
Like, hey, let's just go back and have some beers.
There's an Applebee's.
There is a time for me too. It's too hot. It's like you've been in and out of the water like for the 30th spot, and you've gotten. You have enough lobster to have a couple of meals. So I'm even like, man, I'm ready to go back in too, because also you have like that hour-long ride to get back in. Then you got to clean all the lobster. Then you got to take the shower.
Oh, sounds like a nightmare.
It doesn't sound fun.
It is fun, but with the longer out on the water, it does get a little like I'm even on board sometimes. So it's nice to have the feminine touch of like, hey, why don't we get going in? Like the girls are getting hot.
They're usually the voice of reason, and that's what I'm thinking. Because that's the other thing with when it's all guys.
They'll keep you alive.
There's always one alpha that wants to
keep
lobster
going
all day long, and then not quit unless they hit their goal, and then
sleep all day, lobster all night, bro.
And then you don't want to admit that you're like, hey, let's go back, because no one wants to be the bitch.
Yeah.
And I say it only because that's a bro talk. I'm just saying bro talk.
I'm proficient.
A couple overnight fishing trips where the guy wants to keep catching the yellowtail. Like you're like, dude, we
keep
got enough for everybody forever.
No, dog.
No, we're staying. It's
you're like, come on,
bro. We got enough. Like,
What are you, gay?
That's what
I'm crushing it, bro.
Yeah, and then you're just like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Like I like a little bit of this.
I want to hang by the pool too.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
How about we have a little bit of everything here? It doesn't have to be all this.
Bros only, dude.
Yeah. And then it becomes who's the toughest.
Yeah, I'm the toughest yellowtail master.
I do like who's the toughest though, because I like to try to be the toughest.
So if the guy said that, if you're like, "Hi, come on, I like a little bit of this, I like a little bit of that," then the guy's like, "I'm the toughest on this boat, and you're just a bitch," and they're like, "Oh, hold on a damn minute."
Yeah. Then I usually
you pulled me back in.
Then it's a competition. Then I'm trying to hold my breath long, and a hand stuck in a rock, and then I'll die, and then you have to go back and then tell my wife, and they're like, "You're dead."
Well, good thing she was with you though. Better than a phone call. Better than a phone call because she's there.
Well, she can hold her breath longer anyway. She go down there and get you.
Do they call her in the boat on the way, or do they?
I would. I'd wait till we get on land.
Yeah.
You don't want to be out there and be like, hold on. Yeah, can you hear me? I'm trying to tell you your husband's dead.
Start with good news. Like, good news is you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Because we had life insurance,
if it's paid.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot years ago.
Might be a little investigation too. Might have been deliberate. You never know if she's there.
Like that guy where there's a photo and in the background you see his wife dead.
No.
He turned off her scuba tanks.
Hey, he turned off her tanks.
How did he not know he wasn't going to get caught? Like
a lot of people think they're not going to get caught.
It's there's a documentary, I didn't watch it, but I was about to, about that crazy eccentric millionaire
with
that has
the submarine. Dude,
yeah.
that's terrifying to me.
But it's like
in Sweden or
I want to watch that.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, I'll watch that.
I heard it wasn't very good though.
I'm obsessed with that story though. That is nuts.
And because it's like you killed a reporter,
right,
and everybody knew the reporter was going to do the story. Like her friends and even the I don't know if she worked for a paper or some sort of but they knew she was on this assignment. Yeah. So it was like, what did you think?
How did you think you were going to get out of that?
Maybe he didn't even think.
I don't think
he crazy
thought that
psychopath,
far. Yeah,
right?
I think it.
Yeah, but it's like, well, it's
and then he sunk the sub, right, to cover the evidence.
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah. Something like that.
You know, like if you...
So it's like they'll dive down there.
I think
Have you seen James Cameron? Who went to the... I mean, they got the technology. Like, guess what? The submarine, there's other submarines. They'll go down there and look inside.
I think I've said this before, but if I'm a single woman, the last place I'm going is on a single man submarine. Not going on it.
Well, she was a hardcore reporter.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, just saying in general, not getting on your sub, because people that own submarines are weirdos. All of them.
James he was an inventor.
Well, that's a military. It's a military thing. It's not.
They may be weirdos, but are they psychopath murderers?
A lot of them, yeah. But I think it's pretty close. I think weirdo and psychopath murderer very
mad scientist.
Very close. Very close.
Yeah, they're just weird and eccentric. They're not murderers. But like a one.
You must know somebody that owns a submarine or be in the market for one, because you're really arguing this heavy. They're all murderers, I think. All submarine. If you own a private submarine in your possession, at some point you're more likely to murder.
What about one of those little ones you see like on TikTok?
Yeah,
that looks like a little dolphin almost.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? It's
that's not a submarine. That's just an engine you hold on to.
No, it's enclosed. It's enclosed too. Like you can go like and do like
a snooba.
No, it's that dolphin-shaped thing that looks like a jet ski. That
it's like a jet ski.
It rides on top of the water, and every once in a while you could dunk under. And it's stupid.
Because that's stupid.
You know why it's like a jet ski, or a regular
no, but it's got an
three-seater
jet. You can ride it in the rain.
But it's like
great.
You can once you go under and dolphin dive, like let's say 35 times, you're over. It's like well, I did it. What else can you do?
It's really gonna suck when you dolphin dive into like something hard,
or a reef.
Like to a reef or a concrete wall.
Me underwater snorkeling for lobsters.
Like if it looks cool on TikTok, most likely it's not cool for longer than an hour. That's why it looks cool on TikTok, because at 30 seconds of cool.
You know who I feel bad for every single day? People that bought those water jet packs because they're not cool anymore.
Oh, the ones
we're beyond them now. We are beyond water jet packs. They had a 2-year run.
They were 2010, 2012.
Congratulations, water jet packs. You were cool for 2 years. Now nobody cares.
What about guys that bought those coolers with the blender on top?
I have that.
Yeah, that's why.
Not cool.
Did you? I thought you didn't get it. I thought they scammed you for it.
I eventually got it.
I remember it took forever.
You still have it?
It's great. It's a wonderful cooler. It's just the company was complete scam artist and they overreached.
I've never seen you use it one time.
Oh my God, Andrea uses it all the time. It's our main beach cooler because it's got an MP3 player in the front of it.
Yeah, but you have your phone and
a speaker, a little boost.
No, I mean
the blender. Where do you use the blender? You charge it?
It's got a battery pack that stays charged. Okay. Yeah, we don't really use the blender, but the cooler's good. And the MP3 thing is good.
Remember when they had the 2-stroke blender?
Yes.
It was all the party. No one used
that.
They used to sell that. There was a competitor store to Gadzooks in the mall called Accelerate. And they sold those in the Accelerate store. It was XLR, the number 8. XLR8.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was like a motocross. Everything in there was famous stars and straps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like every piece of merch in there had like brass knuckles and a gun on it with a flag.
No one ever uses any of that garbage. Remember the original was the beer helmet. You put 2 beers and you suck it through the straw.
I have one of those.
Everybody had one.
It doesn't work.
You get them as gifts at like Christmas time. You don't have to buy it for yourself. You get it from a gift.
You put it on one time. You drink one half beer out of it.
Yeah.
And then never use it again. Like 100% time. No one's ever used that and said like, this is good.
Anything from Sharper Image or you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. Like it's all
massage chair. No one ever sits in it. Like
you know what?
The neck cooler.
I always wanted. It's a barbecue fork that is a temperature. Like it was like a thermometer, but you stick it in your steak.
Oh, I had one. Yeah,
I wanted one of those.
No one ever used it. Yeah. Pat, where can people find you? And I saw someone found one of your treasures.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
No. Yeah, must have been when I was on vacation.
One of the treasures has been found.
One of them inside. I'm at the Brass Tap every Wednesday through Saturday. Brass Tap in Waterford Lakes. Catch me there all the time.
Yeah, Brass Tap,
the Brass
Waterford Lakes.
And I had a little secret treasure inside, right there, plain as day. You just had to move something to find it. And
well, it's on Twitter. You had to move an electrical outlet.
Yeah.
It was a fake electrical outlet, and there was what was behind there?
Just a couple of dollars and like a good luck note, just a couple of bucks and
a
like,
good luck note and $2.
Yeah. Did anybody ever find my one at Tuffy's? Did you ever find anybody say anything about that one?
But Tuffy's told me to tell you, cease and desist. You are barred from the property.
I was afraid of that a little bit.
You have been asked to no longer.
Dan St. Pierre said you are trespassing.
I thought about that.
He said, this guy's crazy. First thing he asked me, he's like, does he own a submarine? I go, he might.
Yeah, he said he will shoot you on sight if he ever sees you bearing stuff out his business again.
Did you hear about Patty's at the hospital? He got gunned down hiding treasure.
But Dan St. Pierre. All right. Bye-bye.